Hello everyone, and this is a Cancer reading. I hope everyone out there is doing well. This is going to be a general reading, so take it as it resonates, okay? But most of this energy will be occurring in your 8th house, so that was giving me a sense of, let me get my notes. Being emotional about hopes, wishes, and dreams, and transformation with power and merging sexual energy. And then also I did a meditation on this energy for you, and I seen a hand holding a mushroom, and it gave me a sense of like the underworld and higher knowledge and releasing and purging, going into these deep, dark depths of yourself and uprooting what needs to be rooted. It was also giving like a sense of rebirth, a sense of growth and transformation during this time. So you could be going through a huge transformation, a huge rebirth, a huge purging, releasing of energy. I say this because Cancer is a cardinal water sign, and then Scorpio is a fixed water sign. So these are two deep water signs, and one is starting something and one is ending something. And this could be like the start of you transmuting energy in a more healthier way, or just the rebirth of your power and coming into your power and enlightenment at this time. Okay, so we're going to pull some cards from my Alchemy Element deck, and we're going to see what is the overall message for this reading. But yeah, this is like, I feel like this is a huge rebirth. You just had the full moon in your 8th house, and you also had Pluto in your 8th house, and Pluto, that's his ruling, 8th house is his ruling energy. Okay, so huge transformations, huge revelations, a lot of things coming to the light, coming to the surface to be illuminated at this time. Okay. And we got fire, volcano, and moon. Wow. So this card is all about releasing, all about purging, all about going into the deep, dark depths of yourself, that feminine energy, that Kalima energy, that hidden side of yourself, and pulling it, releasing it, uprooting it with this fire. Okay, fire can be very destructive. Fire can be very purifying as well. So it's all about how you look at it. It's all about balancing that lower self with that higher self at this time, and that masculine and that feminine energy to ascend to higher realms at this time. Okay, but it's all about clearing out this old energy, okay, and transmuting that in a more positive way. So the best way to transmute energy when you're upset or angry or things aren't going your way is to ground yourself. One of my favorite things to do is going outside, going for a walk, working out, jogging, whatever that looks like for you. Also, like hugging trees, getting in nature, forest bathing, going for a walk in a whole bunch of trees and nature. Also listening to the waves, listening to the ocean, going to the beach, dancing, writing, drawing, painting, singing, doing things that are going to really help calm this energy down and center you, and also getting creative. So using that sacral energy in a more positive way. Also, if you have like a partner, you could release in a healthy way with your partner, or someone that you trust. You can kind of just be open to grieving and crying and purging and releasing and letting go of this energy in a healthy way, so that way you can start to transmute this energy and evolve and ascend at this time. Okay, and this is all about yourself. This is the first card. This is number 1. So this is all about self. This is all about your mind. This is all about what you're consuming, all about your energy at this time. Okay, that fire, that desire, that core, that power. Okay, so we're gonna pull another card from my I'm about to say sacral. Yeah, so really focusing on that sacral energy, that sacral chakra, and doing the healing work. So movement, grounding, getting into creative energy, and doing things like art, things that you like to do when you were a kid, and transmute this energy the best way that you can. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into my sacred destiny oracle and see what is a message there. Yeah, community, healthy healing. So yeah, this could be, like I said, a partner, a group, friends, people with like minds, family, something coming in and helping you with this transformation, with these butterflies, okay? Transformation of power, this healing. Don't look at it as, oh, I'm being vulnerable. You're not a victim, you're a victor. You're victorious. This is something that I like to remind myself when I may be going through a hard time. You know, we are alchemists. We are changing the energy. If I'm angry, if I'm upset, how can I uplift this energy and transmute it and turn it into a positive? How can we turn this negative into a positive? And there could be a community of like minds that you may be working with, or maybe coming in for you at this time to help you heal. Like I said, getting into that forest. Okay, go for a walk within a forest, looking at the trees, observing the insects, and just kind of let that wipe away the stress, take away this stress, take away this negative energy that may be trying to weigh heavy on you at this time, okay? Because the thing with shadow work is it's okay to deep dive into these realms. It's okay to do the shadow work. It's okay to go inside your subconscious mind, but sometimes it get really heavy. And when it starts to get really heavy, sometimes it's, it's okay to come up for air. It's okay to take a break. You don't want to sit there and dwell in, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't want to just sit there and just dwell on these negative things to where they consume you, okay? You want to still be in control and balance it out. So when you're doing this relieving, this grieving, this purging, always make sure to balance yourself out with a little bit of happiness. Watch something that makes you happy, and get outside for some air. Okay, get a breath of fresh air at this time as well, and that's going to give you a sense of happiness, a sense of joy. Because when I think of rainbows are really happy. Okay, and you are transforming into this beautiful butterfly, as well as a sense of transformation to this freedom, being liberated at this time. Okay. So this is a huge transformation for you at this time, Cancer. And I don't know what you're going through for whoever this resonates with, but just knowing that this is going to make you stronger, okay? Pressure busts pipes or make diamonds, and I feel like you're being made into a diamond right now. You're being polished, you're being shaped, and you're being cut so you can shine brighter in the future, all right? So what does the Shamanic Healing Deck, what is the message from the Shamanic Healing Deck at this time? Grounding, yes. So go outside, get grounded. Also, this is just a season. This is just one of those seasons. I noticed that with these collective readings that I just recently did, everybody's purging, everybody's releasing. So it's not just you. This is a collective thing. We are all ascending. We're all going through our own things at this time. So it's all about how we react, how we respond to these changes. Some things are out of our control, but we do have control of our own emotions. We can't take accountability for our own actions. And I feel like that's something that the collective needs to do. How can we make a change in this drastic thing that may be going on? Whether, we all play our part, okay? Each one teach one. And I feel like as long as we're doing our part for the collective, we'll make the collective work and move better. But this all starts with yourself. And this is just a season. It's just one of those seasons of purging. The full moon is for releasing and tapping into those emotions and things being illuminated, come into light, so we can have more enlightenment on it. This is the sense of being enlightened. And if you don't shine light on the dark, if you don't shine light on those things that are hidden, how will you know? Okay. And you don't want to be with the full card at the top. You don't want to be a fool. All right. You want to be walking in faith with grace and ease, but you also want to be in the knowing as well. You don't want to be in the knowing of yourself. You want to be in the knowing of yourself. You don't want to be like, oh, I don't really know. Oh, that triggers me and I don't know why. No, you want to know why. So when you get triggered, you're like, okay, let me breathe. Let me ground myself. Let me think before I react. I don't want to flash on them because they didn't do it. You know, this is all past things that I have to take accountability for, and I have to take action for my own self. And I don't want to be lashing out of lack of emotional intelligence. I really want to know who I am and be grounded and centered in myself at this time. Okay, so make sure that you are doing your grounding at this time because this is just a season of releasing. Okay, because we're ascending and we're trying to go to that next level. All right, so I'm going to go into my higher self deck and see what is a message there for the collective. I'm hearing it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. All right. And Galactic Ambassador. Okay. Spiritual generator of the Galactic Confederation. Verbal representation for many realms. Galactic Ambassador among nations and hoods, as well as bringing people and energy together. Jurisprudence, civil, contract laws, uniform, commercial codes, and universal cosmic codes. Yeah. So being an observer, looking at things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, so you can gain universal knowledge, okay? I feel like that's pretty much that. Looking at it from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, to elevate, all right? Transmute it and look at it from a different way, all right? Don't think of it as, oh man, I got to do shadow work. Like, no, this is really going to help heal me. And I'm going to have a better inner knowing of who I am. Know thyself type of energy, okay? So I'm going to my tarot deck and I'm going to see what is a more detailed message for this reading. Whew. All right, and I'm going to cut it. Death. Wow. I'll take this one. Yep, so death. This is a death. What did I say? Okay, going back into the astrology part and going back into the meditation. Wow, because it's giving me a sense of, okay, let me rewind it. So death, this is most definitely a death, a rebirth. That's that 8th house energy. Okay, that's where most of this energy is being focused on, that death, that rebirth, that mystery, that underworld, that power, that merging of the self with this underworld, with this darkness. And darkness isn't a bad thing. The mycelium network is dark. The universe is dark. Your brain is engulfed in darkness, okay? Children are in wombs that are dark. So seeds, when they are taking root and germinating, they're in darkness, okay? So darkness isn't this bad thing. It's just about this going within, okay? This melanin, and releasing what needs to be released at this time so you can go through this death, this rebirth, this new beginning in a better way. Okay, you're going to come out from looking at things at a lower perspective, you know, death to this lower perspective, this lower nature, and rising above and really coming into your higher self with the what's the Grim Reaper being on a high horse, the white horse, okay? So this sense of new things being on the horizon, with this sun being in the back, and just embracing that. And then also, like I said, going back into my meditation, okay? Mushrooms, ego death, death to the ego, all right? But not necessarily killing the ego, just checking it, okay? You can't really kill your ego anyway. You need your ego when you're feeling low, when you like been upset all day. And it's like, nah, you know what? We're elevating. We're picking ourselves up. We're going for a walk. We're getting our stuff together. And we are who we think we are. So it's this balance and tapping into this higher knowing at this time, okay? Yeah. Five of Pentacles. So thinking, getting outside of yourself. That's something I'm hearing. Getting outside of yourself, getting out your own way, and looking at things from an outside perspective. Or maybe you have been looking at things from an outside perspective, and it's time for you to go inward, okay? Instead of worried about the materialistic things, worry about the spiritual side, worry about your internal side, okay? I'm seeing somebody worried about shoes, worried about J's, worried about bags, worried about money, feet, making sure that your outside exterior looks nice, but your damn. Spirit said, but you dying on the inside. Spirit said that you're unhappy on the inside. And trigger warning, sorry you guys, trigger warning. But now it's time to pour into yourself. It's time to stop valuing these things that are outside of you and value your heart, value your mind, value your spirit, value these urges. Get in check of these urges so that way you can start to elevate and ascend with your higher self, okay? Yeah. Conflicts, ego, trickery. All right. So somebody not playing fair. All right. Just being mindful of your ego and making sure that you are thinking with good intentions. All right. So being mindful of your intentions at this time, getting to the root of your intentions, and making sure that they are rooted in love, they are rooted in prosperity, rooted in joy, and rooted in ascension from a better point of view instead of this egoic point of view. I just keep like hearing like the ego. So it's a sense of clearing out the mind to ascend at this time. All right. What did I say? Trickery. These two cards, trickery, ego, stealing, thief, fraudulent things, a clown, like it's just weird, like some weird ass energy. Like be mindful of who you have around you. This could be like outside energy messing with your energy. That's why Spirit wants you to go within and sit with yourself. Watch what you're consuming at this time. Making sure that you're not looking back when you start to take these steps forward. Okay. This card, this is the Seven of Swords. Yeah, it's a lot of mental things going on. Swords is the mind. So cutting out these old distractions, these old destructive ways, these old mindset, this old trauma, this old BS, this just old things, cutting them out, letting them go, releasing them so you can leave these things behind so you can start to make the right steps in the future, okay? Because when I see this card, it reminds me of a clown leaving a circus, stealing stuff. So it's this sense of you, when you do leave whatever this is behind, take the right steps forward and do not look back. When you start to make these steps, I feel like you're going to purge. And once you purge and release these things, some of these things are going to try to pull you back. Don't look back. Don't go back, because you're going to end up right in that same like murky, dark space when you're trying to go into enlightenment. Okay. So it's really about leaving these things behind when you're on your road to ascension. Because these bags, these weights are trying to weigh you down from taking off. So just cut the bags and ascend. All right. All right. Yeah. Wow. Oh my goodness. Cancer, what are you going through? You guys may need to book a personal. Okay. If you guys feel called to book a personal so we can really deep dive into this energy, go to my website, nudiamonds.net, nudiamonds.net. And book a personal session, because this is like something that's really deep rooted that is coming up. Something in the dark needs to be illuminated so you can stop worrying about it. This is something that's keeping you up at night, something that's stressing you out. And you really just need to cut it out with all these swords. We got swords, 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 and Five of Pentacles. So it's like you have to really tap into emotional intelligence, tapping into doing that shadow work, and tapping into cutting out what does not serve you, what isn't for your highest good. All right. Stop and smell the roses. All right. What are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? Think about those things. That's how you start to transmute this energy. All right. Whew. I don't know what you're going through, but whatever you're going through is going to be okay. All right. it's like I said earlier, it's like a diamond. You're being polished right now. You pressure bust pipes or pressure makes diamonds. And there's a process that the diamond has to go through to be the diamond. Okay, first it's in the dirt. It has to get dug up. Then it has to get cleaned off. Then it has to get cut. Then it has to get polished. Then it has to get shined. And then it starts to shine. And it gets put on a ring. And then people get married. And then, so it's a whole lot of different layers that the diamond has to go through for it to ascend to be that diamond. Okay, so I really feel like this is a time of ascension for you. And you just have to be mindful and make sure that your intentions are pure and just go through the flow. There's ebbs and flows with everything, and it's okay. All right. So yeah, let me pull from my chakra deck for my last message. And it's the root chakra, wisdom of the earth. Connect with the earth as a means of realigning your energy. So yeah, get grounded, literally one in one. One in one. All right. So it's a sense of going into yourself, being mindful of what you're thinking, being mindful of what you're consuming, being mindful of your body, being mindful of how you feel at this time. That's going to really help you get centered in your emotions. Like I said, emotional intelligence, cognitive dissonance. Don't let these triggers and these outside things take you out of your element, take you out of your vibe, okay, your vibration, your frequency. Really get into grounding yourself so that way you can be the master of yourself. You can know thyself and start to elevate at this time, okay? That is my energy reading for you. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, guys.